By golly, the Nintendo Switch is not going to be slowing down this year. I got very little right in my predictions video, and you know what? That makes it even more exciting to talk about. We've got a great look of what's coming the rest of the year and a little sprinkle of what's coming in the future, and the year of RPGs continues, and that is where we begin. Probably my game of the show is what started Mario & Luigi Brothership. You're telling me that I couldn't even think about this series coming back. Well, the studio that created these is no longer a thing, so this is wild. This really does look like the spirit of those past games up-res into a Nintendo Switch with a different flair to it. It has similarities to the past games, but I love this new approach to art style. Think about this between Wonder, Odyssey, and now this game, we're just getting a plethora of new art styles, and that's just a wonderful thing to see. Nintendo's really feeling the synergy with the Mario games. Super Mario RPG came out last year, we got a 1,000-year door this year, and now we're capping it up with Mario & Luigi, all those games being slightly different from one another. But instead of a remake, we got a brand new entry, and man, is that spectacular. Really like the pirate theme, shooting off to different islands. Everything I'm seeing here, I'm loving, and for the most part, I enjoy this battle system over the Paper Mario games. It's debatable which one's better or not, but I'm very, very excited for this game. And we didn't stop at just one Mario game. We're getting another new entry. And oh boy, we're getting another Mario Party game. Super Mario Party Jamboree. I love me some good old unfair star-stealing goodness, and so does the wife. So this will be a day one for me because we've played every Mario Party game mainline that has released, and she's very excited about this. Plus, it looks really solid. I'm hoping it's a kind of a combination of Superstars and Super, as in it has Super in the name, and they seem to have some of those motion control mini games, but I want the quality of life stuff from Mario Party Superstars. We do have some returning older boards. I love that. And the one of the complaints I have about the original Super Mario Party on Switch is that the boards were boring. From the sneak peek that we got of these, they look pretty awesome. I'm excited for this one. It definitely does not look as bone dry as the first Super Mario Party game, and the little additional stuff they're doing, I don't really care too much about that, but I just want fun mini games and awesome boards, and that looks like exactly what I'm getting, so here we go. Hey, and if you like what we're doing over here at Bits of Time, consider subscribing. We're on our way to 2K, and I'd love to get there before the end of the year. That would be much appreciated, but we gotta talk about Year of the RPG, so here we go. Yeah, I'm starting off the RPGs with a Zelda game. We get a brand new 2D top-down Zelda game. So they are definitely using the Awakening Remake art style. It kind of looks like they took some of the craziness of Tears, scaled it down into a different style, which still an emphasis on numerous possibilities and how you solve problems. Ingenious idea, and I hope this really does well. Obviously, we get to play as Zelda this time around. It's been a long time, and I would say this is the first official time we get to do it. A little strange that we cannot directly attack our enemies, but I'm hoping this one does well. That little bit, it's a little strange. I like the concept of they're trying to do something different, because if Zelda just had a sword, well, it'd just be kind of like a palette swap versus actually doing something different, and this looks way different. Man, I love this influence of non-traditional and just kind of solve everything the way you want to. And I just love that we exist in the possibility of getting these giant open world games and still getting brand new 2D games. Ah, yes, Nintendo, keep doing it. Side note, I don't know why when I quickly glanced at the key art, it kind of looks like Zelda has Link's head impaled. So there's that. We are getting a remake of Romancing Saga 2, and honestly, I've never played a Saga game at all, but this looks really cool. So I'll need your help. Is this timeline change to the battle system a good thing, or does that kind of go off the rails? What intrigued me about this game is the amount of choice that you do, and I really like the concept of building your empire. And it sounds like with the generations, you will be able to transfer traits to other, after you die, you transfer your traits to your kin. That's a cool concept. Also knowing that the heroes from the first game, it looks like, are the bad guys in this one, and they turned into these monsters. Oh man, it's itching that JRPG itch for me. I have no idea if this is a good first entry, so please comment down below and that would help me out immensely. But this one's on the maybe list. I've never played the early Dragon Quest game, so I'm very interested in Dragon Quest 3 2D HD remake. Coming out at $60. Unsure if I'll get it day one, well, because Year of RPGs and you gotta make some choices here. The reveal of the camera panning back and knowing that we are getting 1 and 2 as a bundle remake as well, I thought that was so brilliant. The bigger Dragon Quest fans out there, I could feel your energy from where I was sitting watching this. I love me some Akira Toriyama. I'm not the hugest Dragon Quest fan. I'm always willing to try a new entry. I've only tried a handful up to this point, but I'm excited about this game. I definitely want to play this one because I've heard it's such a instrumental game in the Dragon Quest series as a whole. The artwork just looks absolutely beautiful, and I'm just happy this is finally coming. You know, this has been on the list of upcoming games that I'm excited for on RPGs the past 2-3 years, so it's finally here. I feel like this Farmagia game could be the kind of sleeper hit. It's a farming, monster-catching battler all in one, but you're battling with hordes of monsters. You get new monsters by growing them. Sometimes you can take this concept a little far, but this ain't it. I kind of like this idea, even though it's really wacky. I love to spotlight a new creative game, and this might be the one that, you know, gets lost in the shuffle, we'll say. Just like this next one will as well, the 100-line Last Defense Academy or something earlier next year. There's a long title. It's the creators of Danganronpa. That art style is easy to come by, almost as easy as Akira Toriyama level of being able to distinguish it. This is coming early 2025, so again, this probably won't get a big splash. We got a mashup of that old style, but with tower defense mechanics at the center, which is kind of interesting. I've been in the mood for a good tower defense game. This might be my ticket in. Not a huge fan of the enemy style, but everything else looks like what I want from this style of game. Plus, we also get Metal Slug tower defense too, so the TDs are winning. TDs. Special shout out to that Looney Tune games because my brothers and I played the crap out of the SNES Looney Tune basketball game. I don't know if I'll get this, but just gotta put that in there. And Marvel vs. Capcom collection, yes, please. I've been wanting to play the X-Men vs. Street Fighter games for a very long time. Just never had it growing up, and it's still not in my collection physically. Really excited to check out some of the other games on that list too. I've basically missed out on every single one of those. So what's your favorite grouping of games? Which one should I check out first? I'm really big on the X-Men. Man, that art style just pops and it looks so freaking good. But man, this was a surprise and very excited to check it out in between my RPG playing this year. It's not an RPG, but it is a show ender. And that is Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. It's real and it's coming to Switch next year. And I was totally wrong again in my prediction video. I really wanted to have it come out this fall. But man, we got a good first glimpse at it and I'm liking what I see. It is Metroid Prime 1, yes. It has that Metroid Prime flair to it. It looks really good. I like that there's a lot more action going on in the background. But it's what I want it to be. It's just more Metroid Prime. That's what I wanted when this got announced, and that's exactly what they're giving me. Oh, gosh. Now, my prediction of it being a cross-gen title still could hold water because this is looking pretty good. This could be running on Switch, too. We don't know. Regardless, it is a great time to be a Metroid fan. You got Metroid Prime Remaster, you got Metroid Dread, and now you have Zero Mission, one of my favorite 2D side-scrolling Metroids on NSO. Let's freaking go. So as I'm looking at this Nintendo Direct overall, yeah, there was a lot of in-between stuff that I didn't care for. There were some other gems in there that I could maybe talk about in a different video or if you bring it up in the comments below. But this is what I like. I swear this Nintendo Direct was made for me. People that like Mario and RPGs. That's what I got. And then I got my great overhanging Metroid, which I love them. But Nintendo did not end its generation quietly. It is putting out some showstoppers. I thought it would be a lot more remakes and remasters, but they're showing me, oh, a new Zelda and a new Mario and Luigi RPG. Wow. So I would say my top 3 winners of this show is the new Mario and Luigi game Brothership, because it looks oh so good. The new Mario Party Jamboree, Super Mario Party Jamboree, because I'm going to spend a lot of time with that, putting plenty of hours, because I do with every Mario Party game, and freaking Metroid Prime 4. I know it's not this year, but it still bumps up over the new Zelda games, Wisdom of Echoes or Echoes of Wisdom, because I'm unsure about the gameplay mechanics of the fighting, but I'm really excited that they're going in to do something different. So that's my top 4, if we'll call it that. But what are yours? What did I miss? What's your top 3? And if you like Nintendo videos and you like RPG goodness, well, keep it here because we'll have plenty more videos like that coming in the future.